Shalom Aleichem, my dear brothers and sisters. Right now, I want to relate to you a story which demonstrates about Jewish position towards open miracles. So there's a story in the Talmud, Mesechet Baba Metzia, page 59b, and the story relates how there was a group of scholars, Jewish rabbis, that were discussing a certain law about a oven, whether it's pure or impure. And one of the rabbis, by the name of Rabbi Eliezer, held a certain view. He held that this oven is pure in certain cases. But the rabbis, the majority of the rabbis, held otherwise, that no, this oven is not pure. Now, Rabbi Eliezer said that he was, absolutely confident that he is right, and he said that. Now, by the way, before I go on, I just want to make a little disclaimer. Whenever it comes to these stories in the Talmud or in the Midrash, they are not always literal. Sometimes they're just a story that's, trying to convey a message, of the Jewish belief system, a certain message. Not necessarily the story happened exactly the way it is. In this case, I'm not sure if it did or not, but here's the story. So Rabbi Eliezer was absolutely confident that he is right, and he said, if I'm right, then the carob tree is gonna prove me. And it says that the carob tree shot out of its root and was uprooted a certain distance. And the rabbis answered him, no, we do not learn halacha, meaning the law, from a carob tree. Then he says, if I'm right, the water will prove it. And there was a stream of water, and the direction of the stream changed to a different direction. And the rabbi said, no, we do not accept the halacha from the water. He says, if I'm right, then the walls of this study hall will prove it. And it says that the walls of the study hall started inclining, and they were about to fall. And then one of the rabbis got up, and Rabbi Yoshua, his name was, he got up and he said to the walls, when the rabbis discuss a law, what business do you have in it? He said it to the walls. And then it says the walls, out of respect for Rabbi Yoshua, stuck and didn't incline anymore. And also they didn't go upright out of respect for the other rabbi who said that the walls will prove it, Rabbi Eliezer. And the Gemara interestingly says that the walls still stand this way in this study hall, wherever it is, I don't know. But anyways, then the rabbis still didn't accept the view, and they said, we do not accept the law, the halacha derived from the walls. Then Rabbi Eliezer said, if I'm right, a voice from heaven will come and will say that he is right. And it says that the voice of heaven came down and said, Rabbi Eliezer is right. And then the rabbis, the majority, answered to the voice and said, the Torah has been already given to this world, to this earth. And the Gemara explains, what does it mean? It means that the Torah itself commanded that the rabbis should judge by the majority of the opinion. And since the Torah commanded, that's all we need. We are following the Torah by following the commandment, to judge by the majority. And it doesn't matter if the voice from heaven came. And then it says that one of the rabbis, Rabbi, I think Yirmiyah, one of the rabbis met the prophet Eliyahu, and asked the prophet, what did Hashem, God, do at that time when the rabbis answered this way? And the prophet answered. And the prophet said, at that time God laughed, and he said, my children have prevailed. My children have prevailed. So this is the story, how it ends. Now, what's the meaning of the story? What lesson is the Talmud trying to teach us? The way I understand that this is the lesson, that our religion does not depend on miracles. When we received the Torah, which was the ultimate miracle, and we were convinced that this is from Hashem, from God, and He gave us the Torah, He gave us the rules, how to interpret, how to follow, how to go by the majority, and therefore nothing beyond that can change that fact that we have the Torah and that it tells us the guidelines how to live our lives. Because otherwise, what could be the problem? Otherwise, the problem could be that somebody who's a great magician, imagine somebody like a David Copperfield, right, a magician of modern days, who made the Statue of Liberty disappear. Imagine somebody like him lived 2,000 years ago and decided to deviate certain things from the Torah, and he would perform these miracles, in quotes, and he would convince the Jews to start doing certain things that's against the Torah, and therefore he would be able to start his own new religion. Imagine somebody, let's say 2,000 years ago, would be able to walk on water and would tell us, you don't have to keep the law of circumcision anymore, you don't have to keep the Shabbat anymore. You see, I'm walking on water. And Jews would be vulnerable to such a person who's able to perform these things. Therefore, in Judaism, this story tells us that we do not accept miracles when they contradict the Torah. The Torah told us to follow the majority, and the rabbis have the majority of opinion certain way, then this is the law. And this is God's desire. That's the way God wanted the Torah to function in this world. Thank you for watching.